hope you woke up with a calm and grateful heart today. I woke up feeling very energized and looking forward to my day today, even though I didn't have anything extraordinary planned. I just wanted to slowly wake up and get into my routine. The most important thing I had planned for today was to oil my scalp because I feel like in the week I just never have time to do it. So, yeah, that's what I was doing first thing in the morning after waking up and freshening up. I just wanted to give some love to my hair and my scalp, and I feel oiling your scalp is so beneficial for your hair growth, for the circulation of your blood flow, and just in general, the health of your hair. And I went forward and braided it to keep it all in place, and I was supposed to keep it for the next 1 hour. This is kind of a random, spontaneous clip, but I so badly needed to fill some soap into my dispenser, and yes, I spilled some of it outside, but I really needed to get it done, and I had been procrastinating doing it since so long, but yeah, finally I was able to do it. So I was pretty proud of myself. And yeah, right after that, I kind of went forward with making myself some breakfast. I made some buttered toast and some filling in it. The filling is actually some leftover that I had from dinner the other day. And yeah, it's paneer, like cottage cheese in English. And if you're vegan, you could also make this filling with tofu. It's basically like scrambled tofu and some coriander and some spices in it. And that's my source of protein this morning. I do have a sandwich maker to make such type of filled sandwiches. However, there are days when I just prefer using a pan so it's lightly warm and not too hot and very quick to make. So during the time I had to wait with the oil on my hair, I kind of got some stuff done around the house, and that included having breakfast and some little chores here and there, and also getting my laundry out of the way finally. Hey everyone, so I am back with some little tips and tricks that could help with you sleeping. And I just thought of talking about it. I know it's pretty random in the middle of the video right now to just talk about sleeping tips, but it's just that in the past few days, I kind of myself was struggling with my sleep patterns. It was kind of off. So I was reading a lot of blogs and even like watching some videos and trying to figure out what could be really helpful for me. And I tried a lot of stuff. And the things which really worked for me are the only ones which I am recommending on my video because they helped me. Now, many of these could maybe or maybe not work for you, but you can always test and try and just see how that goes for you. So, number one, I think it's a holy grail, which I have learned the very hard way, that you kind of should really stop using any sort of screen before you sleep. I know a lot of people already know this, but it's also a matter of habit that we really love checking our messages or Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media you're using, or sending some last minute emails or assignment or doing something till the last minute, or even while we're in bed, we're just like always scrolling on our phones or something. But I realized that it's so bad for your brain in that moment because instead of your brain kind of slowly switching off and calming itself down, feeling that okay, now I'm gonna go to bed, it's still very active because it's absorbing everything that you are seeing. And when you're seeing something on your screen, you're also thinking about it or feeling like you're feeling some emotion, and that just sends your brain into a completely different zone. And that's why sometimes it is very hard to relax and fall asleep straight away, or you might notice that even if you're sleeping, you kind of are twisting and turning a lot, or you're waking up very often in the night, or in the morning you wake up and anyway your sleep quality is pretty bad. I do feel like I want to make a video about sleeping patterns and stuff in the future, a bit more in depth, like just about sleeping habits. But yeah, for today I want to keep it super casual. So yeah, like I said, the first thing is that for at least 30 minutes before you're planning to sleep, try to not use your phones, tablets. That includes TV, by the way. Don't watch TV. I would suggest use the last 30 minutes before you need to get into bed for something very, very soothing, relaxing, and something that does not overstimulates your brain right before you sleep. So, number two is doing something which you like. For example, for a lot of people, for some women, it's skincare. So, a lot of them like to do a very quick routine or do something to their face or hair. They need to tie it in a certain way. For men, I'm not very sure what really works. I'm not knowledgeable in that department. So I don't really know what guys like. And if you're a guy watching, please comment and let us know. What do you guys like to do before you wind down and go to sleep? I think for majority of people, it's just being on the phone or something, or working on the PC, laptop, whatever. But yeah, if there's anything else that you guys like to do before you finally wind down and sleep, definitely drop it in the comments because I am clueless. But yeah, so in general, I feel like do a little ritual which you really like doing. Like do it for yourself. Like if you like skincare, do your skin. If you want to do something to your hair, do your hair. If you feel okay, I need to use this time before I sleep to maybe, I don't know, iron your clothes for the next day or prepare something for your next day, like the first activity you need to do in the morning, whether it's going to the gym, doing yoga, getting ready for work, for school, whatever. If you want to prepare it in advance, you could do that. For a lot of people, it could also be journaling. So you could choose what to do, but do a little ritual that kind of gives you the time to disconnect from your day, like your day's activities, and kind of slow you down before you're going to sleep. Now, about journaling, one little thing I wanted to add here, I personally don't like journaling before I sleep because I feel like when you write down your feelings or thoughts or what happened in the day and stuff, there is a tendency to kind of feel what you went through, and I don't feel good rethinking or revisiting situations or conversations or stuff that happened during my day before I sleep, because I feel like I start getting very stressed about something, or I'll start planning things. And you know how the mind can just go in a completely different zone when you're just thinking back as to what do you need to do, what did you not do, and so many other thoughts just pop up. So I don't know if journaling works for you, very good. But for me personally, it doesn't work. And I personally would not recommend journaling at night. I recommend it in the morning or in the day or in the evening when you're back from school or work, but definitely not before sleeping. But that's a choice which is up to you. Um, Number three is a lot of people may not really know this, but I always feel that it is not really a good idea to drink a lot of water or fluids right before you sleep. See, at night anyway, our body kinds of slowly, kind of, did I slip? Kind of slowly shuts down. Yeah, sorry. I'm not gonna cut it. It's going to stay in the video so you get to see me being raw, chaotic, as I really am in real life. But whatever. Yeah, so the body shuts down slowly. That means that digestion and every little mechanism which is inside of us kind of slows down. It's not really functioning with full power like during the day when we're walking and when we're active. So when you drink a lot of fluid, what I have personally experienced is that I drink a lot of water right before I sleep, like 5-10 minutes before sleeping. I feel so full that when I lay down, I don't know if anyone has ever experienced it, but you kind of feel like the water rising, or you just feel this weird sense of being full, bloated, and it's a very uncomfortable situation, honestly. So I always advise people to not drink right before you're going to bed. So if you know that you're a person who needs to drink something, or you might get thirsty in the middle of the night, I mean, that can happen to anyone. But still, in general, if you're a person who likes drinking something before sleep, I always say like 1 hour to 30 minutes before you sleep. Before sleeping means before you get into bed and now you shut off your lights and want to sleep, is the right time to drink something, whether it's just water, whether it's tea. By the way, I recommend only two types of tea: lavender tea and chamomile tea. These are the only two teas which are really soothing for your brain and really help you relax. I tried lavender tea and it was really, really good. So, yeah, there are two ways of making it. You can either buy like the organic edible lavender flowers, leaves, whatever it's called. I think you have it even on Amazon. I could link it in the description box. And you can do it only with like boiling water, and you just drink it a little bit, and it's really, really good for your body. Or for people who want a little bit more, yeah, I don't know, taste, texture, or something, you can mix it a little bit with milk, with some warm milk and honey. And it's really nice for your digestion as well. It's not too heavy. Of course, do not drink a huge cup of it. Definitely, we're talking about little teacups. And chamomile tea, I mean, self-explanatory. It's really, really good for your system anyway when you want to sleep. So those are my two go-to teas, which are really, really nice, and I definitely recommend them. If there's any other tea which you like drinking, which has really helped you fall asleep, please drop it in the comment. I love knowing what kind of stuff works for other people, so I can try it and see if maybe it works for me. So do not gatekeep. Please comment and let me know. Yeah. So now moving forward, the fourth most important part of this segment is that you should try to deep breathe. Now, I feel a lot of people are like, yeah, I mean, we do meditation, we're doing yoga in the day, it doesn't matter. Actually, it does. Because I don't know if you could relate with this, but I am a person who, when I lie down, I can always just keep talking to myself in my head. Like, I will imagine scenarios, or I will rethink conversations and situations and be like, oh, I should have said this or that, or I will be able to have a full blown conversation in my head about something that has already happened, which I can't change anyway, but it's just going in my head. Or I'm making mental to do lists while I need to sleep. Like, oh, tomorrow I need to wake up. Tomorrow I need to go to work. I need to do this. I need to take this train, that train. And oh my God, it's really, really hard falling asleep in that situation. So there's one thing which I really, really swear by is deep breathing and guided meditation. If you're somebody who cannot shut off your thoughts on your own, you need some outside source of soothing, like something to soothe you, you know. So in my case, I listen to a YouTube guided meditation, and I watch only one channel, and I will also link their channel on my description box, because I think they are really, really good, and I have felt so much calm, peace, and change in my sleep pattern ever since I listened to them. And they have morning meditations, they have sleep meditations, they have lots of different types of meditation videos. You can check them out. But I really like their video. And I always listen to a guided meditation, so you can choose between like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 20 minutes meditation, whichever works best. So I do deep breathing, like it's very simple, just 5 deep breaths at the beginning, and then you start relaxing and you listen to your meditation. Or meditative music as well works. For some people, white noise works. Some people, it's like very simple. You could listen to waves crashing against the shore, or for some people it's listening to raindrops falling on something. Or I don't know, I think a lot of people also like forest sounds, you know, in the night, how the wood creaks very silently and the branches move, and a little bit of wind and stuff like that. It really works for some people. But in my case, I think I get very distracted if that's happening. So I prefer guided meditation where somebody's talking and kind of slowly making me feel tired just by like listening to their voice. And it's not like you have to pay attention to what they're saying, but it's more like the voice calms you down because it's a steady, soothing, calm, low voice. You know, it's nothing with intonation or talking too loudly or something. So I really, really feel that that really helps. Did I say really 4 times in a sentence? I think I did. Whatever. That just goes to show how much emphasis I'm trying to put on that particular point, that deep breathing and guided meditation really helps. Seventh or sixth time I said really. If someone's counting, please comment how many times I said really. But yeah. And one little bonus point, number 5, is um, reading. Many people don't realize that reading a book, even if it's just 1 or 2 pages, is like a shoe shot way to send you to sleep. Because when you're reading a book, and I don't mean ebooks, I mean like real paperback. Like you need to hold the book, you need to feel it, you need to turn the page, and it really helps. First of all, the whatever you're reading, as long as it's something very very neutral, nothing too historic or war related or something like that, it kind of makes your brain slowly let go of its need for paying too much attention on doing a particular task, because at that time it's just your eyes reading it and your brain going along with it, like reading the sentences. And at some point you notice that when you're on your page reading the words start feeling smaller or a bit different, and that's your sign that you're slowly starting to feel sleepy. I have tried it many times, and when I don't read a book, and I sleep, I can definitely compare and see the difference to when I read a book and sleep. And honestly, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm not tired or something, and I actually start reading a book, like literally 2 3 pages in, I'm ready to turn off the light, close the book, and sleep. I can't function beyond that. So I don't know. The book tip is just mine because I've tried it. So I don't know if that would work for you guys, but yeah, you should definitely pay attention to your routine in the evening, because in the evening you should try to anyway slowly start getting your body accustomed to the fact that, okay, in some hours we are going to wind down and sleep. That helps you fall asleep quicker, or if not quicker, at least when you sleep, whatever number of hours you're sleeping, it's a good quality sleep, like pretty deep and without too much disturbances. So that's all from my side. And if you liked what I said, or if you have anything else to add or comment about, please feel free to do so in the comment section below. So now, the weather is super nice outside. It's very sunny, and I'm so happy because it's been so long since we've been graced with sun here. It's the typical autumn weather every day, gloomy and windy and rainy, but today it's actually sunny and I'm super excited. So I am going to go out on a walk. There's a forest near where I'm staying. So I will take you guys with me. So the next couple clips will be of that, and I hope you stick around to watch, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye! You guys, but honestly, walking here all alone in my thoughts in nature, and it's just such a very peaceful atmosphere and a very clean, crisp air around me. It's just making me so happy, grateful, and yeah, I just feel energetic again. I don't know if it's just me, but there's something so therapeutic about coming out in nature on a day when there's like not many people walking around and it's just you alone walking here. And honestly, walking in this forest is giving me very Hansel and Gretel vibes, and I just feel myself like the main character, walking in the forest like Red Riding Hood or something. And it's just really really beautiful, and I really love this sort of fantasy, mysterious, mystic vibe of the whole place. As you can see, not a soul. I think that's it for today. I've been out here for like 1.5 hours already, just walking around, taking some stills, some shots, recording. And there were some moments where I didn't record and I just chilled a little bit, looking at my surroundings and just being present. And yeah, now we head back home. So I'm so happy if you guys stayed up to this point of the video, and let me know what are your thoughts. If you have anything to share or any feedback to give me, please feel free to comment, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. Anyway, but yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, evening, or day, wherever it is you are watching from. And thank you very much for being part of my YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!